find yourself pondering life's big questions? What is true happiness? What happens when we die?
Why are we still here?
Who defines good and evil? Don't lie, we've all been there. Whether we're in the shower, or it's 4 in the morning, and our mind is literally thinking about anything other than shutting down, or under the influence of child-friendly content. At some point or another, we have all asked ourselves the question, why is Dumbledore in Gryffindor? And today, I'm going to tackle that question once and for all. Hello there! How are you doing? Straight up, I'm not saying the Sorting Hat got it wrong. That would make me quite the hypocrite. I believe that the Sorting Hat has never yet been wrong. But anyway, I think the obvious answer is that Dumbledore is just one of those people that basically fits into all 4 houses. He was incredibly brainy and talented, and when I think of Dumbledore, I think of a wise old man, and the main trait for a Ravenclaw is wisdom. But he also looked out for his own interests, and could be manipulative when he wanted, particularly in his teenage years when he went to Hogwarts, shown for his interest in the Hallows. So he could have also been a Slytherin. He was just, loyal, and undoubtedly a hard worker who valued love and friendship above everything.
Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living. And above all those who live without love.
Thus suited for Hufflepuff. And of course, finally, he possessed the qualities of courage and strength, which made him fit into Gryffindor. And I obviously believe he was sorted into Gryffindor for the same reason Harry was. Choice. Dumbledore, like Harry, probably asked the Sorting Hat to put him in Gryffindor, because it's our choices that show who we truly are, far more than our abilities. Why did he choose Gryffindor? Probably because his parents were in Gryffindor. If his family is anything like any of the other wizarding families we come across, there will be pressure for him to be in the same house as his parents. This is shown through the Malfoys, since Draco wants to be in Slytherin. Well, no one really knows until they get there, do they? But I know I'll be in Slytherin. All our family have been. Imagine being in Hufflepuff. I think I'd leave, wouldn't you? And you wonder why I don't like Draco. This isn't just a Slytherin pureblood thing though, this is also shown through the Weasleys. What house are your brothers in? Asked Harry. Gryffindor, said Ron. Gloom seemed to be settling on him again. Mum and Dad were in it too. I don't know what they'll say if I'm not. Even through Severus Snape, who says to Lily on the Hogwarts Express, you'd better be in Slytherin. Basically assuming and accepting his fate that he's gonna be a Slytherin before he's even got there. If Percival and Kendra Dumbledore were in Gryffindor, I wouldn't be surprised if an 11-year-old Dumbledore requested to be in the same house as them. If the reason you clicked on this video is because you were genuinely curious about why the Sorting Hat put Dumbledore into Gryffindor, we're done. There's your answer. Thanks for watching. If you want to see a theory about how the Sorting Hat's never been wrong, it might explain this in a bit more detail, you can watch that by clicking hit. Oh, and leave a like as well. Thanks. Okay, all the fake fans have left now. Just us loyal ones. The real question I want to tackle today is why did J.K. Rowling decide that Dumbledore was a Gryffindor? Because I just want to say, if I'd written the Harry Potter books, I would not have put him in Gryffindor. Good thing you didn't write the Harry Potter books then. I feel like J.K. Rowling kind of created a loophole for herself in the Harry Potter series by making the houses match up to people's characteristics. And this created complications when she wanted Harry to have a brainy best friend who clearly fit better into Ravenclaw, or when she wanted one of the Marauders to be a traitorous coward despite the fact they were in the house for the brave, or the fact that she basically decided to put all the Death Eaters in one house, making everyone think that Slytherin was the house for evil people. But to be honest, I don't have a problem with any of these things. And the fact that Hermione and Peter Pettigrew are in Gryffindor is actually really important to the plot, because had Hermione been put in Ravenclaw, she'd have never become friends with Harry, and the Philosopher's Stone would have ended more like this. Ron and Harry never did find out what that three-headed dog was guarding, or how to get past it for that matter. The end. And if Wormtail hadn't been sorted into Gryffindor, he'd have never become friends with James, Sirius, or Remus. Is it Remus or Remus? I've actually completely forgot. Can you guys let me know in the comments? I've completely forgotten. Meaning he wouldn't be trusted to be the Potter's secret keeper, and Sirius would have been the secret keeper instead. And that would mean that Voldemort would never find James or Lily, and I don't even know what would have happened then. Dumbledore being in Gryffindor, on the other hand, realistically isn't important to the plot at all. Is it ever actually even said in the Harry Potter books that Dumbledore's a Gryffindor? Yeah, it's said in chapter 6, when Hermione says, "Do either of you know what house you'll be in? I've been asking around, and I hope I'm in Gryffindor. It sounds by far the best. I hear Dumbledore himself was in that one, but I suppose Ravenclaw wouldn't be too bad." And you wonder why there's this house racism and Spider-Man saying stuff like this.
100% a Gryffindor student, because that's where Harry Potter's from and it's the best one. Who's gonna go, yeah, I'll be on Hufflepuff?
But despite this, Dumbledore being in Gryffindor really isn't very important. Other than his ties to the Sword of Gryffindor and his bias to Gryffindor House by letting them win the House Cup every year. Like, come on, Harry's first year was a complete fix. He even put the Slytherin banners up on the last day, fully knowing he was going to give Gryffindor 170 points for breaking school rules. Like, Dumbledore is genuinely cruel to Slytherin. But other than that, there's no real reason to believe he's in Gryffindor. And I'm pretty sure anyone can use the sword, it's just special students that it presents itself to. And to our knowledge, it's never presented itself to Dumbledore. According to ex-Minister for Magic Rufus Scrimmager, the Sword of Godric Gryffindor is an important historical artifact. According to reliable historical sources, the sword may present itself to any worthy Gryffindor. So is it really necessary for Dumbledore to be in Gryffindor? No! Do you want to know the real reason he's in Gryffindor? It's because J.K. Rowling wanted an extremely powerful, wise, benevolent wizard for Harry to look up to. And the fact he's in the same house as Harry makes the reader believe that Harry can grow up to be like Dumbledore. But to be honest, I don't think him being in Gryffindor makes all that different. I don't believe Dumbledore should have been in Gryffindor. We should cut out this line where Hermione says Gryffindor's the best house because Dumbledore's in it, because racist. And because Dumbledore shouldn't be in Gryffindor. I think he should be in Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw is by far the most underrated house at the moment. It was Hufflepuff, but now we're getting like a full franchise about one of our characters, and Hufflepuff's kind of becoming a bit mainstream. Ravenclaws are wise. Dumbledore is wise. Like, personally, I think the traits Dumbledore has the most are intelligence, and these are also the traits he values most. And I'm pretty sure that you guys will agree with me when I say that I think Dumbledore fits better into Ravenclaw than he does in Gryffindor. And this would also mean that the most powerful wizard of all time was in Ravenclaw. No one could ever say Ravenclaws were irrelevant again because they have Dumbledore. And I know this isn't canon, but I just think this would be so much better. And I think us, as a community, should make like a fandom for this. Dumbleclaw. The Dumbleclaw fandom! Forget about Drarry. Forget about Hermione. Forget about Drapple. Wait, no, don't forget about Drapple. We are the Dumbleclaw fandom. Someone make this a thing and like make a Tumblr page out of it, please. Or if you don't want to be part of the Dumbleclaw fandom, I don't know why, you're lost. I also think it would have been great storytelling from J.K. Rowling if she'd put Dumbledore in Slytherin. This time around, you don't need to cut the bit about Hermione saying Gryffindor's the best house or the fact that Dumbledore's in Gryffindor. Keep all the Slytherin discrimination from the Harry Potter books. And when it comes to the end, to that scene on King's Cross, just imagine all the Slytherins fled and didn't fight for the school in the Battle of Hogwarts. Harry has just been killed by a mass murdering Slytherin. The entire audience's hatred for Slytherin is higher than ever. So Harry, siding with the audience, makes a snarky comment about how all Slytherins are terrible and why do they even let Slytherins go to the school if they're all just evil. And then suddenly Dumbledore turns to Harry and goes all Darth Vader on Cloud City and says, "I never told you what house I was in. Hermione told me you were in Gryffindor." No. I was in Slytherin. And then the whole audience is just like, oh my god, what? And then of course it would have solved the whole problem about everyone thinking that all Slytherins are evil, because obviously they aren't if Dumbledore's a Slytherin, and make some wise comment about how you shouldn't judge people before you get to know them. Then Harry decides to come back to life, Neville kills Nagini, Harry kills Voldemort. Because of the message Dumbledore left him, Harry decides to get to know Draco Malfoy because he never got the chance to. They become best friends, Drarry's real. Then flash forward 19 years and it isn't just Harry, Ron, Hermione and Ginny, but Draco's with them as well. They're all waving their kids off to school together because, you know, they're friends now, and boom, the events of the Cursed Child don't happen. Seamus out. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video and like my shirt, then you're probably wondering, does the company that make this shirt make shirts with my face on? And, well, yeah, of course they do. So if you want to get this shirt, or this one, make sure to check the link in the description below. It'll be in the top line of the description. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter because my next video is a Q&A. And if you have a question for me or just want to be included in the video, you need to send a question to #AskSamus. So make sure you do that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Click subscribe by clicking here. Obviously, I'm a proud Hufflepuff, so if you want to see another video about Hufflepuff pride, you can click here. Check out my other social medias, including Twitter, in here and then in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.